Donnesha Robinson, and I approve this message.
Here with me today, we have candidate Donnesha Robinson. What is the thing that sets you apart from the other candidates?
Well, I'd have to say, it's that I believe in equal pay for equal work. So, there is an Equal Pay Act currently in the United States of America. But the problem is, no one's enforcing it. Yes, women and men, they'll work the exact same job, but women will get paid less. Well, that's not fair, is it? I don't think so. That is why I want to make sure that the Equal Pay Act is getting enforced in the United States today. Well, not today, but when you elect me. But I will do this by the help of the Girls Just Want to Have Fundamental Rights group. They will be making sure to implement these law into everyday society and take on cases where mistreatment is happening. And also, I am going to hire officials to make sure to oversee any cases where equal pay for equal work is not being administered. So I thank you, and yes, that's what sets me apart, because I believe that we all should get paid money together at the same price. Hello there. I'm embarrassed. Well, as far as the SATs and other standardized tests, I will make a law allowing one to have a longer time to take these tests. And these tests will be tested based off of your own knowledge, not how well you take the test. See, that's America. Oh, hello. As your candidate, Donnesha Robinson, I want to make sure that students in this great country of America are truly learning. You see, there are so many school standards, It breaks my little heart. Kids aren't learning like they used to. And I want teachers not to be so oppressed by all the standards, I want to give them flexibility in how they teach, so they won't just focus on, little Jimmy got an A. That'll make me have a better job. No, I want them to think little Jimmy's learning. I'm teaching little Jimmy something special.
I have always been a straight-A student. I play 2 varsity sports and volunteer a lot. But I take a really long time on tests and I never get to finish the SAT. So I got a really bad score and I won't be able to attend my dream college. This is really holding me back and I don't want my test scores to define me.
I've always dreamed of going to college and becoming a lawyer, but the tuition was too expensive, so now I have to work 2 jobs and provide for my family.
I've been teaching students for over 20 years, and every year I feel like students are just learning less and less due to these constricting standards. And I want students to actually learn and expand their knowledge and be able to apply it in the real world. And through our education right now, they just aren't able to do that.
And I want to assure you that if you vote for me, Donnesha Robinson, statements like these will be a thing of the past. I plan to lower tuition costs by providing colleges financial incentives to do so. And I plan to improve federal financial aid programs.
Once upon a time, there were 3 brothers, triplets, named Tom, Dick, and Harry Class. Tom made $25,000 a year. Dick and his wife made $75,000, and Harry and his wife $150,000. One day, the brothers decided to pool their funds for the purpose of improving their street. The work was done for a total cost of $30,000. Harry assumed they would divide the bill 3 ways, each brother paying $10,000. But Tom and Dick objected. "Why should we pay the same as you?" they said. "You make much more money than we do." At this point, Dick, the peacemaker in the family, entered the conversation. "I've got an idea," Dick said. "Our combined income is $250,000, and $30,000 is 12% of that amount. Why don't we each pay that percentage of our income? Under that formula, Tom would pay $3,000, I would pay $9,000, and Harry would pay $18,000. "I have a much better idea," said Tom, "and one that's fairer than what you're proposing." Dick and Harry turned to Tom. "Harry should pay $23,450. Dick, you should pay $6,550, and I will pay nothing." To Dick, this sounded completely arbitrary and not really fair, but it did have one big plus. His share would be $2,450 less under Tom's formula than under his own. So he decided to be silent. So, by a vote of 2 to 1, the cost of the street improvements was divided as Tom had proposed, even though they benefited equally, and even though the reason Harry had more money was that he and his wife had worked many more hours than his brothers and their wives, and had saved some of what they had earned, instead of spending it all.
The Gran American Party proposes a proportional tax. Everyone should pay the same percentage in taxes.
Under the administration of Donnesha Dobinson, we will switch from a progressive tax system to a proportional, ensuring that every citizen pays their taxes in the way that is the most Dobinson way.
Hey Ned, what you doing?
Oh, just writing a letter to my sister.
Cool.
Yeah, I haven't seen her in years. It's weird because...
What you say? Oh, that you only meant well, 'cause you did. What you say? That it's all for the best, 'cause it is. What you say? That it's just what we need. What you say? Oh, that you only meant well, 'cause you did.
Don't you know anything about gun safety? This tragic accident would have happened if you acquired the proper gun knowledge necessary to handle a firearm.
What you say? That it's just what we need.
Guys, I just saw the coolest thing.
What you say? Oh, that you only meant well.
Every right to handle my gun because of the Second Amendment.
What you say? That it's just what we need.
Oh my God, what happened here? Everyone's been shot with guns. The Constitution is outdated.
What you say? What you say? Oh, that you, what you say? Oh, that you only meant well, 'cause you did.
Guns don't kill people. People kill people.
Easier for a person that kills someone with the right tools. That's why we need restrictions.
Criminals don't obey laws, though.
These restrictions don't work out by flat obeying laws. They would make it harder for criminals to even acquire a gun. If they are a criminal, their background checks and mental health records would prevent the proper licensing they would need.
Looks like we got ourselves a bloodbath. Dear sister, the United States is the leader in per capita gun deaths among individual nations. I have a solution. If we require all gun owners to be licensed and to obtain permits to buy ammunition, it would make it harder for people who intend harm to obtain licenses and permits.
What you say?
So, is there anything else you'd like to add?
Yes. It is not what your country can do for you, but what I can do for our country. Vote for Elyse Robinson and 2,000 whatever.